A lot of people think that to make good looking videos, you always need a big camera, expensive lenses, and a full setup. But honestly, most of the time I'm just using my phone. I use it to shoot YouTube B-roll, quick cinematic shots, and even simple content for Instagram like stories or reels. The iPhone is always in my pocket, and the image quality is already very good. When I want more control or professional look, that's when I switch to the Blackmagic Camera App. In this video, I'll show you how I film with only my iPhone, why I use the Blackmagic Camera App instead of the native camera or Final Cut camera, and I'll break down the exact settings I use to get consistent cinematic results. The native iPhone camera app is great. It's simple, it's fast, and it's perfect for everyday use. But the problem is that it makes too many creative decisions for you. Exposure changes automatically, ISO jumps around, shutter speed is not something you really control. If you're serious about video and you want more consistency, that can be frustrating, especially when you're shooting B-roll or multiple clips that need to match. That's why I started looking for something more professional. The main reason I used Blackmagic Camera is freedom. The app feels much closer to using a real cinema camera. You are not fighting against automatic settings. You are actually in control of the image. With Blackmagic Camera, I can manually control ISO, shutter speed, white balance, focus, frame rate, and color profile. This means I can decide exactly how my image looks, based on the scenes and the light. Another thing I really like is the interface. It's clean, professional, and inspired by Blackmagic cinema cameras. Apple recently released the Final Cut Camera App. And don't get me wrong, it's a good app and it's a step in the right direction. But in my opinion, it still has some limitations. It doesn't give me the same level of manual control and flexibility that Blackmagic Camera App offers. Some settings feel a bit restricted, and I still feel like the app wants to help too much. For quick setups or multiple camera workflows, Final Cut Camera can make sense. But for my personal workflow and the way I like to shoot, Blackmagic Camera is still the better choice. Now let's get into the actual settings I use. They are not random numbers, they are the result of testing the real world use. I shoot in 4K at 25 frames per second. 4K gives me a very clean image and more flexibility in post-production. I can crop slightly, stabilize, or reframe without losing too much quality. I record in log, but I apply the built-in LUTs inside the app. This is one of my favorite features. Using a LUT lets me preview a more finished image while I'm filming. So I get the best of the both worlds, flexibility and confidence while I'm shooting. Everything is set to manual. Please don't film in automatic settings if you want a cinematic look. I manually control ISO, white balance, and shutter speed. This alone makes my footage look much more professional compared to fully automatic shooting. I use this setup mainly for YouTube B-roll, cinematic daily shots, talking head shots when I want a clean and controlled look. The biggest advantage is speed. I don't need to set up a big camera. I just open the app and start shooting. A few quick tips if you want better results. Always clean your lens before shooting. Lock, exposure, and white balance. Pay attention to lighting. Even simple window light works. Use stabilization wisely, not on every shot. These small things make a huge difference. If you want to film more professionally using just your phone, Blackmagic Camera is one of the best tools you can use. If you found this video useful, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this.